MLB Network brings you baseball from under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Philadelphia Phillies. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Vince Velasquez gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Into the box now, Darren James, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. 4-1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing some good baseball as well.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. 2 first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake out. Is this playoff baseball? Come early a little bit. Interested to see how the managers go about it. We got some stars out on the field today.
You broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
The 2-0. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
3-1 to the Rockies left fielder. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire. Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Miles Harper.
Here now the 2-2. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And there's 1 down now.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And the guy manning shortstop today is J.P. Crawford. This guy, he doesn't have the quickest feet in the game, but he has unbelievable range, a strong arm, and very, very quick hands. And he is just the start of the new wave of the next line of great shortstops.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Antonio Senzatella is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. 2 left for Colorado. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Stepping up now, Darren James. He drew a walk his first time up. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. 3-0 now.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
He loses him on ball 4.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Stepping up to the plate, Miles Harper. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. In now, Antonio Senzatella. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. Popped him up. Crawford is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. One left for Colorado. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out.
Ready now, Maikel Franco comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now the payoff pitch home. Pulled high in the air out to left field. James is there, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Striding into the box, Darren James.
Darren James.
First delivery to him on the way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Paniagua scoops it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One hit's all they get. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. Greg Bird will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the fourth. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left, and that's off the left field wall. Long throw to third. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had.
Digging in the switch hitter, Darren James. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Takes a knee-high fastball. Has a look, now the pitch. Line towards center field. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Right here, right here.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Ready for another shot now, Miles Harper. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Swing and a fly ball, and this should at least get home the tying run. Catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. He's safe at the plate, and that ties the ball game in the top of the ninth. Ready for another chance, Elvis Andrus. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go ahead run at third with one away. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Josh Bell, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their 9th inning lead has evaporated. All squared up even in Philadelphia through 8.5. The Phillies have a chance to walk it off. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And the pitch. And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Again, he sends it out of play. Hard hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game over.
Catcher, Miles Harper.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll dive back in. And another snap throw to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And again, he'll snap one over to first. And a dive, but he's back. And another snap throw to the bag. Runner back safely. Now the 3-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Pagan is going to get there. 2 gone.
The batter, third baseman.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
Our final line score tonight.
MLB Network brings you baseball from under the lights. It's Vince Velasquez, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do If he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
High pop-up. Franco is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Darren James.
Darren James.
Here comes the first pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. Leading off the inning, Gustavo Paniagua, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. The 0-1 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short, and the Phillies are into the hit column.
No hold, no runner.
Hey, nice AB right there with the pitcher coming to the plate. Your job.
Stepping into the box, Ken Pagan. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. At the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And the Phillies are in business here to kick off the inning. It's a leadoff triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Ken Pagan, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. This is line to left. That's in there, base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
Digging in once again, Darren James.
Darren James.
First offering on its way. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Here now the 2-2.
Make the turn, pick it up.
Line drive, base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Now at the plate, Miles Harper, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Harper.
And there he goes towards second. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. Stepping in, Maikel Franco. No hits to this point.
Third baseman.
The 1-2.
Maikel Franco.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. James is there, and he has it for the out.
Leading off for the Phillies, center fielder, Hillside.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And that's going to be a base hit, so it's a pinch hit single here to kick off the home half of the seventh.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch.
Striding in, Darren James. He singled his last time up.
Darren James.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the changeup is way low that time. Now the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Stepping in, Miles Harper. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 3-1, and that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
That is just a great at bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. Live from Philadelphia, all set for baseball from the home of the Phillies, Citizens Bank Park. Today, the left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. This is hit the other way out toward left field. James is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes in manufacture.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. Phillies leave a couple. We are still scoreless. Set to get his day started, Gustavo Paniagua, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Swung on and hit in the air to left. James is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Phillies down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. The William Penn statue above City Hall here in Philly. James, he'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
So stepping in, Miles Harper, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. James gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through for a hit.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-Roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Now a bunt attempt here. The second for one. On to first, and they get them both. So a man at third here with two gone, and it's back to the top of the lineup now for Elvis Andrus. Line toward right center, and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
I know we sit up here and talk about it a lot. Just grab.
Now in the box, Jorge Alfaro flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here.
Now at the plate, Darren James. He reached on a single in his first try. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Flip of his glove for one. On to first to complete the double play.
When a glove toss is executed successfully, it's a thing of beauty. When it fails, boy, does it look ugly. Here we get to see a great example of it to begin a double play. Quick and accurate with the flip, and they get the 2 outs.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jason Lake. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jason Lake.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. James comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Digging in now for Philadelphia, J.P. Crawford. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Line drive to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So Michael Franco will get a chance to hit this inning following the 2-out success. Coming to the plate now, Michael Franco. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Phillies strand 1, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Settling in now, Darren James. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Dahl, the runner at first with 2 gone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Now the 2-1.
Dig.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Rockies strand 1. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a 3-game home series. Breaking out the brooms and sweeping the other guys right out of here.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Philadelphia Phillies.
A manager confronts his club about an unacceptable team statistic.
Tonight we've got baseball from the banks of the Allegheny, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. It's the opener of this 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The 2 men you see there go head-to-head. Coming to the plate now, Darren James. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday. Continue that trend. Stay on.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Digging in now, Darren James. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. The fastball down near the shoe tops.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they're going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Story at second. Betts at first. 1 gone. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. David Dahl will be next. Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
payoff pitch home. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Cortez sprinting after it, but it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
With the sacks full right there, it's kind of unfortunate to hit the ball that well and see it bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. All 3 runs might have scored if that ball stayed in the ballpark. Instead, they'll have to just settle for 2 for right now.
Into the box now, Tony Walters. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-1 is in off the plate.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
The 3-1 pitch, and he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Digging in, Kyle Freeland. James, the runner at third. Dahl on second. Walters is over at first with 1 away. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Here's Elvis Andrus now. It was a walk in his last trip.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that could drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is
1 run is scored, and the second run will score as well as they've opened it up to 6-0 now. Striding in once again, Darren James.
Left fielder, Darren.
First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-1. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Hit sharply toward the right side, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Leading off for the Pirates, third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
This one's down to third. There is Andrus. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Now to the plate, Darren James. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
James.
From the stretch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. So far this season with runners in scoring position, James carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Tapper
All right,
up the
stand
line.
up, stand up.
Austin is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ready once again, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
James.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 0-1 delivery. A ball and a strike.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. 3 runs already home here. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. The 2-2 one more time. Hit on the ground toward the left. Moran fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Rockies 10 and the Pirates 2. Here's Jackie Bradley now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
He's through first and hustling for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it.
Digging in, Julian Cortez, and their runners at the corners now. Hard hit toward the hole. And that is through into left field. A base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Here's Tyler Austin now. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And the second run will score as well.
You simply cannot offer. And if you're looking for what this game was decided, that's pretty easy. It was the big 4th inning. That was the big turning point, and they made it stand up the rest of the way.
10-6, the final score in this game. The Colorado Rockies used a 3. Afternoon baseball on tap. So stepping in, Colin Moran. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Colin Moran.
This is in the air out to left field. James is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out. Now a moment here at PNC. So striding in, Darren James, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses low and away, ball 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. 1. Now batting, Jordan Luplow, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
Jordan Luplow.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. James has a beat on it, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. The Steel City skyline on a nice day for baseball in Western Pennsylvania. Happy to have you back. So here now is the pitcher, Tyler Glasnow. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Popped him up. Story will put this one away, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. digging in, Darren James.
Leading up for Colorado, left fielder, Darren James.
Now here's the pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. James is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm. Hold that thought, though. This ball's hammered to deep center field. Back at the wall, and it's gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 14 on the season, as the Rockies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
So digging in now, Jordan Luplow. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap.
Elias Diaz the next to hit.
Patrick.
Bradley stands at first with one out. Soft liner to the left side. In there, a base hit.
Hold it. Eat it.
Boy, D-roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to split.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Darren James comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
In the last at-bat, Matty V, that was a changeup he hit to straightaway center field. This guy looks to hit the ball right through the middle of the diamond, and if you elevate the ball like he did on that last one and get that ball up in the zone, he can take you out of the ballpark.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. Drilled down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Two and two.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
Here now the 2-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Making him sweat out there. The seventh pitch coming up. Now a throw over to first, just keeping him close. Line toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Marcus Semien. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Elias Diaz the next to hit. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Story backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Colin Moran. And he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle. This is hit the other way out toward left field. James is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are two gone now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with two away now. Standing in, Chris Bostic. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important for them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball does.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Darren James.
Darren James.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. At the plate, Julian Cortez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. James has a play, makes the play, one away. At the plate, Jordan Luplow. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Jordan Luplow.
0-1 pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Now batting, shortstop, Bill Elton.
This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send them back to the top of the order with one away in the inning.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting nods in the back.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out.
Well, it's a cold night in Seattle, but at the very least, the roof will be shut to shield us from some of that. Tonight, the start of a three-game interleague series between the Colorado Rockies and the Seattle Mariners. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Steven Matz will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
And, fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, Good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Dahl over at second. Harper at first. 2 out in the inning. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. The 2-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Cedeno going back on it, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Darren James. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Very weakly on the ground. 2 down, runners at first and second. Fielded cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Lifted in the air out towards left center. James is in pursuit. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Mariners are down in order. Still no score. In now for Colorado, Darren James. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And that misses. 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Popped high in the air. Anderson is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Darren James. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
Round hard,
and
round
a
hard,
big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is fouled. Now the 0-1. And there's ball one. Harper on at first, nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. A bouncer up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit, making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back. Now the 1-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gordon is there. 2 gone. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Josh Bell the next to hit. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. He's 3 for 9. Last strike now for Colorado. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit on a line, and this one's into center field. That's a base hit. Now it's cut off. The throw to the plate. The tag, and he's safe. And here in the 9th, they have taken the lead.
Boy, not an easy thing to do, D-Row, to score. You're down by 1 going into the 9th. Big base hit right there gives them the lead.
Yeah, these are the knocks you remember, Dan.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind at the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Coming to you from Seattle tonight, where the roof at Safeco Field has been closed for comfort. Here it's the second of this 3-game set between the Colorado Rockies and the Seattle Mariners. It's interleague baseball. Erasmo Ramirez, the Nicaraguan-born pitcher, gets the call to start in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Colorado. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Into the box, Darren James. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Runner goes for second. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here it comes, 0-2. In the dirt here. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Gordon is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Digging in now for the Mariners, Edgar Sandoval comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. James moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Standing in, Darren James, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Sliders in for a strike.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Castro will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. So striding forward now, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Zunino is under it, and that's the 3rd out. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Nothing. Here's Echeverria now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that one run held up tonight. Broadcasting from Seattle, Washington, where the roof has been shut atop safety. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Luis Castro. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Pulls this one in the air out to left. James is after it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So one run on one hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We move ahead to the top of the second now. The M's lead it 1-0. Now at the plate, Darren James. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if you hate D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Next for Seattle, D. Gordon. He singled his last time up.
D. Gordon.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. James comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Digging in to try it again, Darren James. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Drilled to the right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Stepping up now, Miles Harper. He reached on a single in his first try.
Harper.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Castro giving chase, and he makes the catch for the second out. And that'll bring up one of the top prospects in the game, Raimel Tapia. He popped out in his first trip. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Taken high and deep to right. Henniger racing back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season. And it's given the Rockies a 3-1 lead.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. And there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot. And you could tell that it affected him. He was fuming, and he really wanted that last pitch. And the result?
Stepping up to the plate, Darren James. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that splitter again. He's looking for a double play, and that pitch certainly has enough depth on it to get him a ground ball.
Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. Three and 1 to the Rockies left fielder.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around it?
And it's fouled away. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, the pitching coach takes a stroll out to the mound, and with the pitcher this young, you just want to let him know that he's out there for a reason and to trust what got him here is good enough to get him through this.
The 1-2. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. One run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. And he's out on the tag. But one run is in to score on the play. Here's D. Gordon now. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. Credit for what he's been able to do.
Into the box now, Gene Segura. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen.
Well, he had success earlier in the day, driving in their only run. And that success continues when he takes this pitch to his liking and makes sure some lucky kid gets a souvenir. He's been huge for them in this one.
There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 2 runs here. Here now is Mike Zunino. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Swung on and hit in the air to left. James has a play, and that ends the inning. Ready now, Darren James. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Castro is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark